We're going to explain how to prevent a parent element's OnClick event from firing when a child anchor, A element within it, is clicked. This is a common issue in web development where you have a container with an event listener and you want a clickable link inside that container to not trigger the container's event. There are several ways to achieve this, and we'll cover the most straightforward methods. 1. Using event stop propagation. This is the most common and efficient solution. The stop propagation method is a property of the event object passed to the event handler. When called, it stops the event from bubbling up the DOM tree. This means that if a click event occurs on a child element, its parent element's event handlers won't be triggered. To implement this, you'd add an event listener to your anchor tag and call event stop propagation inside the function. For example, ahref, OnClick, event.stopPropagation, some function, click me A. Here, some function is your function for the anchor and calling event. Stop propagation prevents the parent's OnClick from firing. 2. Using event delegation. Event delegation involves attaching a single event listener to a parent element and then checking the target of the event within the handler. This is particularly useful when dealing with dynamically added elements. With event delegation, the parent's event listener checks if the clicked element is the anchor. If it is, it executes the anchor's code. Otherwise, it executes the parent's code. This method separates the handling of events at different levels of the DOM tree. 3. Separate event listeners with specific event types. Instead of trying to prevent the parent's event from firing, you can use different event types for the parent and child. For instance, you could use OnClick for the anchor and onMouseDown for the parent container. Because MouseDown happens before click, it allows the parent element to react first, but the anchor's click event will still function. This approach is suitable when the desired behavior of parent and child elements doesn't involve the exact same event. 4. Conditional logic within the parent's event handler. Another approach is to check the target of the event within the parent's OnClick handler. You can use event target to determine which element was clicked. If the clicked element is the anchor or a descendant, you can prevent the parent's default behavior or execute different logic based on that. This method requires that you know the structure of the elements beforehand and may become complex if it's not done well. Remember to choose the method that best fits your specific situation and coding style, considering factors like complexity, performance, and maintainability. Using event stop propagation is often the simplest and most efficient way, and event delegation is good for handling a large number of similar elements. Carefully examine your code's structure and functionalities before implementing this, and always test thoroughly after implementation to ensure everything works as expected.